Michael Jackson was injured this evening at the Shrine Auditorium while filming a commercial. He was working with some explosive device.
So I own half of Sony's publishing, and I'm leaving them, and they're very angry at me because of it. But this is a guy trying to help heal a child. I'm sleeping in a sleeping bag on the floor. I gave him the bed because he has a brother named Star. So him and Star took the bed, and I'm on the floor in the sleeping bag.
Sometimes I forget that he's supposed to be in disguise, you know. And I keep calling him Mike. So when I realized he was people, then I start calling him Dave.
Welcome to the sacrificed.
I would like to see a show in Europe, like Europe. Yeah, I think that's good. First, we started in Gary, Indiana, So we just started listening to the radio, and so we just got together. Then we sang. So we just started listening to the radio, and so we just got together. Then we sang.
There are some people who feel that a person such as yourself, who's been on stage since the age of 5, has grown up in a fantasy, that your life is a fantasy.
I have seen many worlds, not just one.
I mean, imagine, from the age of 5, you've been able to create a whole world.
That's true. That's how I feel.
Your family was not wealthy when you started out. You were pretty young. I don't know if you would remember. Were there a lot of sacrifices involved?
Yeah, we weren't wealthy, but we weren't poor. My father always prepared for the family, as well as my mother. Always wonderful. And that's very important. They made sure we, got the right things for ourselves. Strong parents, I think, are very important, especially in our situation. If he hit me, I would hit her back, which was terrible. And I would run around the house and hide and all that stuff. But I would really get it, more than anybody.
Do you think your father was too strict?
Yes. No, he's gonna kill me.
He's gonna get you still worried about that at your age? Well, he feels that he was strict.
I'm glad he said it. Now I'll say it, yes. Did he?
What does it feel like to see that? People yelling, Michael, Michael.
I'm two different people, on and off stage. But I formed a personality that's me, and I can't get away from that. It's just the whole overall thing it's hard to deal with. It really is. It's a hard situation, and it's something I have to put up with.
You've always been Michael Jackson on stage.
I guess. Yeah, that's true. It's a hard situation. It is. And it's something I have to put up with.
It must be hard to have real friends.
Yes.
People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. But you came and stood right by me. Just the smell of sweet perfume. I guess habit was resumed. She tore me to her home. Hey, the Billie Jean's not my love. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one. But the kid is not my son. The Billie Jean's not my love. She's just Listen, girl, think that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. No, she says I am the one, but the kid is not my son.
Recently, there was a story, and I know one of your attorneys held a news conference. There was a story about you wanting to have a little white boy play you in a Pepsi commercial.
That is so stupid. That's the most ridiculous, horrifying story I've ever heard. It's crazy. I mean, why? Number one, it's my face as a child in the commercial. Me when I was little. Why would I want a white child to play me? I'm a black American. I'm proud to be a black American. I am proud of my race. I am proud of who I am. I have a lot of pride in who I am and dignity. That's like you wanting an Oriental person to play you as a child. Does that make sense?
No.
So please, people, stop believing these
Micheal,
horrifying
then
stories.
let's go to the thing that is most discussed about you, I think, is the fact that the color of your skin is obviously different than it was when you were younger.
Yes.
And so I think it has caused a great deal of speculation and controversy as to what you have done or are doing. Are you bleaching your skin? And is your skin lighter because you don't like being black?
Okay, number one, as I know of, there is no such thing as skin bleaching. I have never seen it. I don't know what it is.
Well, they used to have those products growing up. I used to hear, always use bleach and glow, but you'd have to have about 300,000 gallons to...
Okay, number one, this is the situation. I have a skin disorder that destroys the pigmentation of the skin. It's something that I cannot help. Okay, but when people make up stories that I don't want to be who I am, it hurts me.
So it is.
It's a problem for me, okay? I can't control it, okay? But what about all the millions of people? Let's reverse it.
Okay.
What about all the millions of people who sit out in the sun to become darker, to become other than what they are? Nobody says nothing about that.
So when did this start? When did the color of your skin start to change?
Oh boy, sometime after Thriller, around Off the Wall Thriller, sometime
And what did you
around
think? I mean,
It's in my family. My father said it's on his side. I can't control it. I don't understand. I mean, out of singing, wait.
Yeah. And when you are, for instance, when we were here before, you know what? I mean, all the things ever printed in the tabloid, the only thing's ever been true is when they said I couldn't dance.
It
When we were
doesn't
here the
seem to
last
matter
time shooting
and
the
it
commercial,
doesn't
you
seem
were like
that the
in
wheel is
between
right
shots,
on
running
fucking
off,
still like
conceiving the
crying
dance,
again.
choreographing the
Judging my
dance. You were up all
composure
night
'cause I'm
dancing.
bothered every day, and she did.
We want the artists to be free. We don't want the companies bigger than the artists. We want the people respected and the stars that we make stars to shine in the galaxy for us. We were already off the wall, and we coming off our seats to stand up for justice in the music industry.
This is very important because throughout the years, black artists have been taken advantage of completely. And it's time now that we have to put a stop to this incredible injustice. And like Mrs. Sharpton was saying, people from James Brown to Sammy Davis Jr., some of the real pioneers that inspired me to be the entertainer that I am. These artists are always on tour because if they stopped touring, they would totally go broken. And it's been, the record companies really do conspire against their artists. They steal, they cheat, they do whatever they can, especially the black artists.
Now let me say this.
Tommy Mottola. Tommy Mottola is the president of the record division. He is a mean, he's a racist, and he's very devilish.
Very devilish. Some fireworks today. Of course, Tommy Mottola is the head of Sony Corporation. Multi-platinum singer Michael Jackson is feuding with Sony and Tommy Mottola. Sony is, of course, his big-name record company. At a speech and rally with Reverend Al Sharpton in Harlem today, the gloved wonder charged that the recording industry was a racist conspiracy that turns profits at the expense of performers, particularly minority artists. Reverend Sharpton has recently formed a coalition to investigate whether some artists are financially exploited. Right after his speech, I spoke briefly to the King of Pop for a rare, exclusive television interview. Michael, why was it important for you to be here, and what do you think of the support of Reverend Al Sharpton?
I think it's important to be here. I'm not just fighting for myself, I'm fighting for all artists. Those great artists who pioneered, you know, entertainment business, as well as songwriting, as well as incredible staging. You know, the fact that they have been taken by the system, totally broken them financially. You know, and this has to stop. It's conspiracy.
You said out there that you felt that Sony was racist.
I didn't say Sony was racist. I said Tommy Mottola is racist.
Who's the head of Sony?
Yeah, Tommy Mottola.
Do you feel the recording industry as a whole has been, you use the word sort of conspiracy against black artists? Why do you think this has happened?
Why do I think this is? Because money is the root of all evil.
You also said out there that you believe that some of the recording companies take black artists' money. We brought up James Brown and some of these others. At the end of their careers are broke and penniless.
Yeah.
What is your financial situation?
I'm in an incredible financial situation. I just wrote somebody a check for $500 million. But when good news doesn't sell, if there's something negative and that's a rumor, that's when it's blasted.
No.
I don't expect the press to say anything good, you know.
Well, I hear one of your dreams is to do directing.
Yes.
Tell, what are some of the other things you want to do in your career?
Films. I'm going to make our own motion pictures, and I have a movie coming up I'm directing, and, you know, a great...
An arrest warrant for Mr. Jackson has been issued on multiple counts of child molestation. The bail amount on the warrant has been set at $3 million.
If Michael Jackson's watching this right now, what's your message to him?
Get over here and get checked in. We would encourage him to turn himself in and cooperate with law.
Over there, that might settle it down. Of course, the problem is it might put you to sleep. You're welcome. Mr. Jackson, in the latter portion of 1993, there were some allegations leveled at you concerning improper conduct with some young boys. I assume you're familiar with the fact that those allegations were raised. Is that right?
Yes.
In fact, there was ultimately at least 2 grand jury inquiries into that I am currently aware of, although counsel tells me there may have been a third. Were you aware that a grand jury investigations were conducted into those allegations?
Yes.
Strike that. Did you know at the time that the grand jury was investigating these matters that they were in fact investigating? In other words, you didn't find out after it had completed. You knew in advance that people were being subpoenaed to testify.
In advance?
Yeah, poorly phrased. Let me rephrase it. It is my understanding that some of Neverland Valley Ranch employees were subpoenaed to testify before the grand jury. Do you know that to be the case as well?
Yes.
Are you familiar with a person named Jordy Chandler?
We're not going there. Don't answer. We're not going to get into who he knows and doesn't know. If you want to ask a question, go ahead and ask it. But I believe it's beyond the scope of discoverable matters in the case.
Whether he knows of Jordy Chandler?
Right.
Fans, I wish to convey my deepest gratitude for your love and support. I am doing well and I am strong. As you may already know, after my tour ended, I remain out of the country undergoing treatment for a dependency on pain medication. This medication was initially prescribed to see the excruciating pain that I was suffering after recent reconstructive surgery on my scalp. There have been many disgusting statements made recently concerning allegations of improper conduct on my part. These statements about me are totally false. As I have maintained from the very beginning, I am hoping for a speedy end to this horrifying experience to which I have been subjected. I shall not in this statement respond to all of the false allegations being made against me, since my lawyers have advised me that this is not the proper forum in which to do that. I will say that I am particularly upset by the handling of this mass matter by the incredible, terrible mass media. At every opportunity, the media has dissected and manipulated these allegations to reach their own conclusions. I ask all of you to wait and hear the truth before you label or condemn me. Don't treat me like a criminal, because I am innocent. I have been forced to submit to a dehumanizing and humiliating examination by the Santa Barbara County Sheriff Department and the Los Angeles Police Department earlier this week. They served a search warrant on me which allowed them to view and photograph my body, including my penis, my buttocks, my lower torso, thighs, and any other area that they wanted. They were supposedly looking for any discoloration, spotting, blotches, or other evidence of a skin color disorder called vitiligo, which I have previously spoken about. The warrant also directed me to cooperate in any examination of my body by their physician to determine the condition of my skin, including whether I have vitiligo or any other skin disorder. The warrant further stated that I had no right to refuse the examination or photographs, and if I failed to cooperate with them, they would introduce that refusal at any trial as an indication of my guilt. It was the most humiliating ordeal of my life, one that no person should ever have to suffer.
We sat down with Michael Jackson on Christmas Day at a hotel in Los Angeles, one of several cities where he has been in seclusion since authorities in Santa Barbara officially charged him with 7 counts of sexual molestation and 2 counts of using an intoxicating agent reported to be alcohol to seduce the boy. What is your response to the allegations that were brought by the district attorney in Santa Barbara that you molested this boy?
Totally false. Before I would hurt a child, I would slit my wrists. I would never hurt a child. These are totally false. I was outraged. I could never do something like that.
This is a kid you knew?
Yes.
How would you characterize your relationship with this boy?
I've helped many, many, many children, thousands of children. Cancer kids, leukemia kids. This is one of many.
Michael Jackson says his accuser is among thousands of children he's invited to his 2,600-acre Neverland Ranch in California to play in his amusement park, visit his zoo, watch movies, play video games, and feast on their favorite foods. Tell me why you developed Neverland.
Because I wanted to have a place that I could create everything that I never had as a child. So you see rides, you see animals, there's a movie theater. I was always on tour, traveling, you know, and I never got a chance to do those things. So I compensated for the loss. I have a good time. I mean, I can't go into a park. I can't go to Disneyland as myself. I can't go out and walk down the street. There's crowds and bumper-to-bumper cars, and so I create my world behind my gates. Everything that I love is behind those gates. We have elephants and giraffes and crocodiles and every kind of tigers and lions, and we have busloads of kids who don't get to see those things. They come up, sick children, and enjoy it. Mm-hmm. They enjoy it in a pure, loving, fun way. It's people with a dirty mind that think like that. I don't think that way. That's not me.
Okay. Michael Jackson was injured this evening at the Shrine Auditorium while filming a commercial. He was working with some explosive devices and also smoke, and a mishap occurred. He sustained a burn, which was about the size of your palm, to the back of his head. He was initially transferred to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, where he was examined, and we transferred him to Brotman Medical Center burn unit. He's in stable and good condition at this time. He is having some discomfort. He will be hospitalized for a period of approximately 24 to 48 hours for observation. The burn is second and a small area of third degree, and he will be receiving care and treatment here.
Any sort of permanent damage?
I don't believe so. It's within the hair-bearing area. If there is a third-degree burn, it may require surgery, although I don't think so.
Children, we met Gavin, and it was a great privilege to meet Gavin because he's had a lot of suffering in his life.
Yeah.
When Gavin was there, he talked about the fact that he shares your bedroom.
Yes.
Can you understand why people would worry about that?
Because they're ignorant.
But is it really appropriate for a 44-year-old man to share a bedroom with a child who is not related to him at all?
That's a beautiful thing.
That's not a worrying thing?
Why should it be worrying? Who's the criminal? Who's Jack the Ripper in the room? This is a guy trying to help heal a child. I'm sleeping in a sleeping bag on the floor. I gave him the bed because he has a brother named Star. So him and Star took the bed, and I'm on the floor in the sleeping bag.
Did you ever sleep in the bed with them?
No. But I have slept in the bed with many children. I sleep in the bed with all of them. When Macaulay Culkin were little, Kieran Culkin would sleep on this side, Macaulay Culkin's on this side, his sister's in there. We're all just jamming the bed. Then we wake up like dawn and go in a hot air balloon. You know, we have the footage. I have all that footage.
But is that right, Michael?
It's very right. It's very loving. That's what the world needs now. More love, more.
The world needs
a
man who's 44 sleeping in a bed with children.
No, you're making it all wrong.
Well, tell me, help me.
Because, what's wrong with sharing a love? You don't sleep with your kids or some other kid who needs love, who didn't have a good childhood.
No, I don't. I would never dream of sleeping.
I would.
I would never dream.
Because you've never been where I've been mentally.
Because you've never been where I've been mentally.
Mac, you have an introduction for me?
No.
Wait a minute. Don't I know you from somewhere? You're that guy,
Thriller.
He's armed, he's dangerous. Oh, Michael! It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Jackson.
It was truly disarming how genuine and open he was. They were clearly good friends.
You and Mac have had quite an extensive relationship. Is this true?
Yes,
I mean,
we've known each other for about 4 years now.
4 years?
4 or 5 years.
How did you guys meet?
We met, what was it? Lincoln Center.
Lincoln Center?
Let's go with had to
Listen,
have.
no, he's a good friend of mine, and he still is. I mean, everything that's going on, I mean, it's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate situation for everyone involved, and you know.
How did you first get to meet him?
I first met him. He kind of called me randomly, like out of the blue. He was just kind of like, "Hi, it's Michael." I'm just like, "Hey." And the thing
This was after Home Alone?
This is after Home Alone. I actually had met him before I was doing Nutcracker at Lincoln Center. I was playing Fritz, and he came backstage one day, and I actually met him very briefly. And he kind of recognized me because it was after I'd done Uncle Buck, and so he kind of mentioned something, and then he calls me up kind of out of the blue, and it's kind of just this weird random thing, and he was like, "Why don't you come over to my house?" And the thing is, I didn't react to him the way most people did. Most people are like, Michael Jackson, and you know, I mean, he was a god to people, and to me, he was, you know, I knew he was a pop singer, but beyond that, you know, I wasn't one of the fans. I think that's one of the reasons why we connected, was the fact that, you know, believe me, I call him a jerk all the time. I call him a fathead and this and that, you know,
and
he
your
gets
brother
it.
knew him too?
Yeah, no, we all did. I mean, he was, you know, a family friend.
What
basically.
happened at the house? That's what all these things that people
you know,
are
that's
concerned
what's
about.
so weird, you know.
What did happen?
Nothing happened, you know. I mean, nothing really. I mean, we played video games, you know. We you know, played it at his amusement park. Well, the thing is with that whole thing is that, you know, they go, "Oh, you slept in the same bedroom as him." It's like, I don't think you understand. Michael Jackson's bedroom is 2 stories. And it has like 3 bathrooms and this and that. So when I slept in his bedroom, yeah, but you have to understand the whole scenario. And the thing is with Michael is that he's not very good at explaining himself, and he never really has been, because he's not a very social person. I mean, you're talking about someone who's been sheltered and sheltering himself also for the last like 30 years, or you know, and so
your close family, like your family, you know them well, and And
But Michael, I wouldn't like my children to sleep in anybody else's bed.
well, I wouldn't mind if I knew the person well, and if I'm very close to Barry Gibb, Paris and Prince can stay with him anytime. My children sleep with other people all the time.
And you're happy with that?
I'm fine with it. They're honest. They're sweet people. They're not Jack the Ripper.
I suppose the problem for many people is what happened in 1993, or what didn't happen.
What didn't happen.
Just cast your mind back. What was that like when you first heard the allegations that were being made against you?
It was shocking, and I'm not allowed to talk about this by way of law. So,
But how did you feel about what was being said? I'm not asking you to talk about what was said.
I was shocked because God knows in my heart how much I adore children.
But isn't that precisely the problem, that when you actually invite children into your bed, you never know what's going to happen?
But when you say bed, you're thinking sexual. They make that sexual. It's not sexual.
But
we're going to sleep. I tuck them in. I put a little music on, and do a little storytelling. I read a book. It's very sweet. Put the fireplace on. We give them hot milk. You know, we have little cookies. It's very charming, very sweet.
Sure.
It's what the whole world should do. They did it to try and belittle me, to try to take away my pride. But I went through the whole system with them, and at the end, I wanted the public to know that I was okay, even though I was hurting.
What happened when they arrested you? What did they do to you?
They were supposed to go in and just check fingerprints and do the whole thing that they do when they take somebody in. They manhandled me very roughly. My shoulder is dislocated, literally. It's hurting me very badly. I'm in pain all the time. See this arm? This is as far as I can reach it. Same with this side over here.
Because of what happened at the police station?
Yeah, at the police station. And what they did to, if you saw what they did to my arms, it was very bad what they did. It was very swollen, I want to say.
But how
You'll see.
We were given this photograph said to be taken after Michael Jackson was released on bail. Jackson says the swelling above his wrist is where the police handcuffed him.
Sony being the artist that I am, at Sony, I've generated several $1 billion for Sony, several billion, and they really thought that my mind is always on music and dancing, and it usually is, but they never thought that this performer, myself, would outthink them.
Yeah!
We can't let them get away with what they're trying to do, because now I'm a free agent.
Yeah.
I just owe Sony one more album. It's just a box set, really. It's with 2 new songs, which I've written ages ago. Because every album that I record, I write, like, literally, I'm telling you the truth, I write at least 120 songs every album I do. So I can do the box set and just give them any 2 songs. So I'm leaving Sony a free agent. Owning half of Sony. So I own half of Sony's publishing, and and I'm leaving them, and they're very angry at me because of it. But I just did good business, you know.
Tell him! Tell him, Michael! Tell the story!
But, so, the way they get revenge is to try and destroy my album. But I've always said, you know, good art never dies. Thank you. I love Unbreakable. You know. And Tommy Mottola is a devil.
And Tommy Mottola is a devil.
Thank you all. This is it. But I just want to say that these will be my final show performances in London. This will be it. This is it. And when I say this is it, it really means this is it.
This will be it. This is it. And when I say this is it, it really means this is it.
Paramedic 33, what is your emergency?
Yes, sir. I need an ambulance as soon as possible, sir.
Okay, sir. What's your address?
It's 100 North Carrollwood Drive, Los Angeles, California, 90077.
You said Carrollwood?
Carrollwood Drive, yes.
Okay, sir. What's the phone number you're calling from? Okay, sir. And what's the problem exactly what happened?
Sir, we have a gentleman here that needs help, and he's not breathing yet. He's not breathing, and we're trying to pump him, but he's not.
Okay. Okay, how old is he?
He's 50 years old, sir.
50, okay. He's unconscious, he's not breathing?
Yes, he's not breathing, sir.
Okay, and he's not conscious either?
He's not conscious, sir.
Okay. All right, do you have him, is he on the floor? Where's he at right now?
He's on the bed, sir. He's on the bed.
Okay, let's get him on the floor.
Okay.
Okay, let's get him down to the floor. I'm going to help you with CPR right now, okay?
We need him. We need a
Yes, we're already on our way there. We're on our way. I'm going to do as much as I can to help you over the phone. We're already on our way. Did anybody see him?
Yes, we have a personal doctor here with him, sir.
Oh, you have a doctor there?
Yes, but he's not responding to anything. So no, he's not responding to CPR or anything, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, we're on our way there. If your guy's doing CPR and you're instructed by a doctor, he has a higher authority than me. And he's there on scene.
Okay.
Did anybody witness what happened?
No, just the doctor, sir. The doctor's been the only one here.
Okay, so did the doctor see what happened?
Doctor, did you see what happened, sir? Sir, you just, if you can please.
We're on our way. We're on our way. I'm just passing these questions on to my paramedics while they're on the way there, sir.
Thank you, sir. He's pumping his chest, but he's not responding to anything, sir. Please.
Okay. We're on our way. We're less than a mile away. We'll be there shortly.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Call us back if you need any help. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And we're just getting this in right now, and it's very, very sad news, Jim Moret, and to all of our viewers. Both the Los Angeles Times and CBS News are both now reporting that Michael Jackson has died CNN has not confirmed that, but the LA Times and CBS News are reporting that Michael Jackson, 50 years old, the king of pop, has died. A very, very sad moment, Jim Moray. Shocking to think about it. It was only, an hour or so ago that we began to hear word that he was rushed to a hospital, and now these two news organizations reporting that he's dead.
This is hard. My brother, the legendary king of pop, Michael Jackson, passed away on Thursday, June 25th, 2009 at 2:26 p.m. It is believed he suffered cardiac arrest in his home. However, the cause of his death is unknown until results of the autopsy are known. His personal physician, who was with him at the time, attempted to resuscitate my brother. And as did the paramedics who transported him to Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center. Upon arriving at the hospital at approximately 1:14 p.m., a team of doctors, including emergency physicians and cardiologists, attempted to resuscitate him for a period of more than 1 hour, and they were unsuccessful. Our family requests that the media please respect our privacy during this tough time. And may Allah be with you, Michael, always. Love you.
Thank you very much.
Jermaine Jackson took no questions at the hospital, where the helicopter has just lifted off the rooftop helipad. Again, body of Michael Jackson's inside, heading to the coroner's office on the ground outside the hospital. As we mentioned, NBC News correspondent Michael Oku. Michael, good evening.
Good evening, Brian. First came the news that a 911 call had been made from inside Michael Jackson's home. Then the news that paramedics had rushed to the aid of a 50-year-old man in distress. Then the bombshell that that man was indeed Michael Jackson and that the legendary pop singer was dead. Word of Jackson's death spread quickly. And not surprising, in no time at all, a crowd began gathering around UCLA Medical Center in Westwood. His fans shocked by Jackson's sudden death.
It's too soon. It's awful. And as you can tell, everyone's in shock.
Just in disbelief.
At first, I thought it was a hoax.
Yeah.
We know that he was under a lot of stress. He was about to undertake that 50 concert tour, which 50 concerts in London that would lined up for him, starting just next month, in fact. There had already been speculation that he was concerned about that, that things were running late and that he was getting very stressed about that concert tour. Also, of course, we have a general picture of ill health in the latter part of Michael Jackson's life. He seems to have been dogged by medical problems. You may remember during the court case up in Santa Maria, California, where he faced those charges of child molestation, that he arrived in court one day in his pajamas, looking extremely bedraggled. And there have been these suggestions of addictions to prescription medication as well. So all of those things, I think, will be considerations for the coroner's officer, but it'll be very interesting to see what he concludes as far as the cause of death for Michael Jackson is.
David, you mentioned the UCLA hospital there, where Michael Jackson was taken, of course, from his home. And it's interesting that the fans who have been gathering and are still there, I gather, have been dancing in the streets.
Michael Jackson's remains has been removed from the coroner's office. It was removed a little bit ago. It's in an undisclosed location per the family's request.
It's in an undisclosed location per the family's request.
Also, there is a security hold on the case, so I can't discuss the location. We ask that you respect the family's wishes. I spent most of the day with the family, and they're very concerned and trying to get through their mourning process. That's about all I have to say.
What time was the body moved from this facility?
The body was transported sometime around 9:15, 9:30.
Can you tell us how?
Well, the article in The Sun claims to concern leaked details of an autopsy. Now, we don't know whether this is the coroner's official post-mortem examination or the second independent autopsy ordered by the Jackson family. But the details in it, if it is correct, are indeed distressing. That the singer, 5 foot 10 inches, weighed just a little over 8 stone. That he had nothing but pills in his stomach. That he had lost his hair. That his skull was just covered in a peach fuzz, apparently, and that he had several broken ribs, presumably from the efforts to reawaken Michael Jackson, who collapsed in the house behind me. Also, there are details of puncture wounds around his heart, 4 in number, presumably from injections of adrenaline straight into that organ to try to get the heart beating again. But obviously very upsetting details for family and fans alike.
Joining us now here in Los Angeles, Micheal Brando, who was with us almost every night after this untimely passing, longtime Michael Jackson friend attending the funeral, and Dave, yes, that's his name, Dave. He was David Rothenberg. He was set on fire in 1983, suffered, as you can see, terrible scars. Michael Jackson befriended him and paid for a lot of his surgeries. Dave is also attending the burial. Why Dave?
Well, to liberate myself from the confines of my father's criminality.
He caused the fire?
Yeah. He is a criminal, and he caused all this. To free myself of his name and his legacy, I decided to become my own person through changing my name.
We'll find out how Michael helped you, but Miko, is that a typical story of Michael helping people like this?
Absolutely.
Michael Jackson is another person totally with the mask.
I love movies. He was a moviegoer. He loves movies as well. And he was like, yo, man, I gotta take you to this theater. This new technology they got is like 4D. Like, and I'm saying to myself, okay, I don't know how we expect to go to the movies, but you know what I'm saying? Like, this is Michael Jackson. Like, how the hell are we gonna actually go to the movies? So he grabbed the kids. They looking normal. Mike comes out. He has his disguise on, you know. So I starts laughing because I didn't even recognize him, you know. Sometimes I forget that he's supposed to be in his disguise, you know. And I keep calling him Mike. So when I realized she was peeping, then I start calling him Dave.
And when I realized she was peeping, then I started calling him Dave.